Hello, welcome to this video from the Green Screen Project, which is funded by Interreg Europe, working across 8 countries during 5 years to improve policies and achieve measurable success in reducing the carbon footprint of the film and TV industries. My name is Wendy Mitchell. I'm a film journalist, and today we're talking about Eureca. Great name for something that is a Eureka idea. This is a user-friendly, pan-European environmental calculator. So it's a planning tool for productions and it can work across borders. So that's very new. And we have today 3 partners from Eureca. So we have Luz Molina from Pro Malaga in Spain, Tim Wagendorp from Flanders Audiovisual Fund, the VAF in Belgium, and Zuzana Bielikova from Slovak Film Commission. Welcome to the 3 of you. Luz, I think Pro Malaga is the lead partner on this. So can you please, for people who don't know, tell us exactly what Eureca is?
Sure. Eureca, it's actually an acronym for European Environmental Calculator. And we try to create like an instrument that can help the audiovisual industry to better understand and evaluate the environmental impact of their filming, as well as to make their production processes more sustainable. So Eureca is not only about measuring it, but it's also about raising awareness and learning from their own experiences.
Great. And Zuzana, maybe you can tell us who are the partners involved?
Yes, so as we mentioned, the Eureca is the pilot action of the Green Screen project. The lead partner is Pro Malaga, which is a public development agency created by the Malaga city. Then Flanders Audiovisual Fund, which is one of the European forerunners in the field of sustainable production. And Slovak Film Commission, which is the organizational body of the Slovak Audiovisual Fund, the funding institution for the Slovak audiovisual culture and industry.
Great. Tim, we've just heard what it is and who it is. Can you tell us why this is something that you feel is so needed?
What we see from our experience is that people in production crews, they lack understanding of the importance of different domains within their productions. How important is energy, transport, waste, catering, etc. And by measuring, you get a real idea about these different fields and the specific choices you make within these fields. What if I use a generator, yes or no? How much would my impact be reduced or augmented? And by having these measurements, you can really make quantified, clever, sustainable decisions in the planning phase. And by having that report, by measuring, you will also, after your production is finished, be able to learn from it and to see from that experience what did work, what didn't work, was it a good exercise or not. And as the case in Flanders, report to your film fund, because they will, I ask my productions, please report on your actions. And we will try to learn from this experience and consolidated all these results at European level or at Flemish level. So it's not only about learning and measuring, but also about really the learning and taking the benefits from it.
Great. And Tim, there are other calculators. So why do we need this one?
We use a calculator in Belgium, in Flanders, and it's an Excel file, and it looks like your tax declaration. It's very complex, and it has numbers specifically for Flanders. So if you would use the same calculator in Spain and you would calculate your production, it will be nonsense. And all the calculators that exist nowadays, they're all based on these regional parameters. And we, together with an academic partner, had a look at scientific data, said, okay, let's try to develop a data set with a focus on Europe. So international co-productions can really use one tool in different regions. And to be, it might be specialist, but the only field where you really have to go dig into the regional level is energy production, because the way Spain produces energy is completely different than Slovakia or Belgium. So that's where it makes sense to dig into the regional. But for the rest, a meal is a meal in whatever country, or a generator is a generator in whatever country. And there's a big difference with everything which is existing is that pan-European look. And it's also in accordance with the initiatives that are taken today at European level from creative media to work toward a more uniform approach on measuring impact of the industry.
Great, thank you. Luz, you've also mentioned that it's not just about, one production using this tool, it's about this data. Can you tell us more about why that's so important?
Yeah, as Tim mentioned, the original idea of apply for this pilot action, it was basically that we make the exercise to take one audiovisual project and to use the 3 calculators that we already had inside of the Green Screen partnership, like the calculator from Spain, the calculator from France, and the calculator from Belgium. And the surprise that it was that the result with the same audiovisual project using the 3 different calculators, it was really different from each other. So we conclude that we were like in a situation that we need to create a like solid, transparent, and open source database where everybody can understand the result of their impact, but not based on regional parameter, but in European parameter. So if you have a co-production, or if you want to, for any reason, use Eureca, you are going to be able to use, it doesn't matter where you are making your shooting. So that's a very powerful tool to be able to consolidate and to compare projects all around the European Union, not only your own region. And nowadays that's impossible to do because there is not such a database where you can base your calculations. So that's why actually it's not Eureca itself as a tool, the most important part of the pilot action, but the database what it's based on.
Interesting. And Susanna, can you tell us, is the tool ready for people to use? How can people start using it? And, what's the future of it?
At the moment, we are testing the prototype version. So first we need to collect some information and get some feedback from the professionals and to adapt this and make it a perfect tool for everybody. So it will be in use from the beginning of 2022.
Great. And Luz, where can people find out more information and learn about it and, in 2022 start using it? Is there a website?
Yeah, we have a website. It's eurecafil.eu. So you can get it and you can fill and you can send some emails if you want to be like a tester from the tool. And we are, as Susie mentioned, we are testing the back office where the calculator is actually based. And as soon as we have this feedback from the industry, we will send like publicly so people can start creating their profiles and including their projects and make their calculations.
Great. And where could be the future? Tim, do you think every European production going ahead could be using this one day?
Yes, because we are convinced by having something idiot-proof, simple, but accurate, we can really give a good solution, also a budget-neutral solution, because you don't have to pay to use it.
Yeah.
But it's not only a tool for productions, but it's also a tool for institutes like FAF. And so people like me could use the same tool for their regional productions, but then again, consolidate at fund level or at regional level. And even it could even feed back into the initiatives of the observatory at European level, because they want to collect data in the future on sustainable production. So it could also be a tool at policy level.
Great. Well, congrats on this collaboration so far. I'm glad to hear you've got people ready to test it and see how it works and to go wide with it in 2022. So thanks for joining us today and good luck with the future of Eureca.
Thank you so much. I think actually Eureca, it's a wonderful example about how collaboration and cooperation between regions, we're exactly in the same level when we start this project. It can help us that we were not front runners on this topic of, for example, Slovakia, and nowadays we are definitely stronger together. So I think this is a wonderful example of how European Union and their funds can make a difference.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.